Rania Sfeir, welcome to Radio Canada International, or welcome back, I should say.
Thank you, Levon. Thank you very much.
Now, of course, for those of our viewers or listeners who might have been familiar with our Arabic service, you are a familiar face or more of a familiar voice. You were a reporter here for a very long time. Tell me about when did you come to Canada and when did you become a journalist?
Yeah. Actually, I became a journalist when I graduated from the Lebanese University in Lebanon before coming to Canada. And I worked as a journalist in Lebanon. I was on TV since 1993, 94 maybe. And then at the radio, I've been working at the radio. I moved to Canada in 2003. And since I came to Canada, I applied to work in Radio-Canada International, and it worked, actually, at the Arabic section. I stayed in Radio-Canada International, the Arabic section, from 2003 until 2013.
So now you're not a journalist anymore.
No, I still have the journalist in my blood, but I'm not a journalist. I don't work as a journalist anymore.
You work as a citizenship judge. So tell me, what is a citizenship judge? What's your job?
Okay, the citizenship judge is part of the Canadian Commission of Citizenship. This commission has 10 judges all over Canada. And my role as a citizenship judge is to study some of the files for citizenship, the complicated one or the more complicated one, and do some decisions on these files, do some hearings, and write decisions. This is a part of my job. Another part, I preside the Citizenship Ceremonies, where we distribute a certificate for citizenship for all new Canadians. And we do the promotion of the citizenship in different activities like lectures, ceremonies of reaffirmation of citizenship. This is my role, grosso modo.
Now, if I remember correctly, any Canadian resident or permanent resident who resides in Canada for over 3 years has the right to apply for a Canadian citizenship. What is involved in the process of getting the Canadian citizenship?
Yeah, he should be effectively present, physically present in Canada. If we are going to follow the new law, which is in function starting October 11, 2017, he should be a resident of Canada, physically a resident of Canada, for 1,095 days. And he should present his income taxes and is more than 18 years old, and he can apply for the citizenship. Of course, this is in general.
Mm-hmm. And you have to pass a test. There is a citizenship test.
Yes. Citizenship test for general questions about Canada, general question about our cultures, about responsibilities, about rights, about many things. And this book is really very interesting because even us, Levon, after many, many years in Canada, when we look to these books, we could find things that we didn't know before. And this is very interesting just to have this book in our library at home and check it from time to time.
Mm. Now, you said in the beginning also that you deal with some of the more complicated cases.
Yes.
I know you cannot speak about specific cases, but
No.
Can you give me an example? What would be like a complication?
I would tell you. Any person could apply for the citizenship if he requires what the law will require. For example, if you apply for the citizenship after 1,095 days of residency in Canada, and you miscalculate your days, And we found that there is a mistake in it, so you would not be able to have your citizenship. For example, you have to calculate your absence. Every travel you go, you make outside Canada, you have to mention it like not residence in Canada. For these cases, this is a refusal letter that we send to the client, a simple refusal letter. But if there are cases where credibility is an issue, like we know that there is some lies in what he declared, then the officer will ask for more information, for more paper, and if the officer of citizenship is not convinced, then the file will go to the judge. Then the judge will do a hearing with the client, and he will decide upon the hearing if he is convinced with the proofs that the client will give, if this client is good to have his citizenship or not.
So was it just an honest mistake, or whether
If it's
this
an
was...
honest mistake, it would be like miscalculation. But other than this, I don't consider it. It's not considered. It's not me, but it's not considered as honest mistake. When you are hiding the truth, when you are saying that you are living in Canada, and let's say we discover that you gave a fake address, an address that doesn't exist, or you give an address of an apartment of 2.5 where 20 people are living in this apartment. Some questions from common sense. I mean, you cannot believe these things. You should be honest to a country who's very, very honest to all its citizens. I mean, Canada is known to be very transparent in everything to all the citizens. So this is what the government, the country, is expecting from all citizens as well.
Now, the other part of your job is the swearing-in ceremonies.
Yes.
Do you remember your own swearing-in ceremony?
I do.
What year was that?
It was 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in 2009, and I remember how proud I was this day. Levon, when you come here with a project, with a dream to change everything in your life and to give the best to your kids, and you arrive to this citizenship ceremony, you feel like, yes, I did it. It's such an achievement for me. It was such a pride that I felt. It was amazing. And this is what I try to transmit to all the people who are in the ceremony and having their citizenship. The pride that we should feel of all what we've done to have this citizenship. Because for regular immigrant, regular permanent resident person, it's not that much long. Let's say you apply to become a permanent resident from your country. You can wait maybe 3 years, and then you will have your visa to come to Canada. You arrive as a permanent resident. You reside in Canada for 3 years or 1,095 days, and you apply, you become Canadian. But some people arrive here as refugees, and they should wait to have a legal status, and then permanent resident, and then wait until they have their citizenship. Some people could wait 12 years. Some people that I meet at the ceremonies come in front of me and tell me that it's a big, big day because it happens after 12 years of waiting. And this is an achievement. This is a great achievement. A lot of people cry on their ceremonies. It's it's a big day, Levon.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate you taking the time to come here and speak about this aspect of Canadian life that is part of life of many, many, many immigrants to this country.
Exactly. Let me just add one last thing. You know, Levon, in the week of 8 to 14 of October, we celebrate the Citizenship Week. And I have a message for all Canadians to think about what they make them proud to be Canadian. And I'm sure that they will fill books and books telling about their pride.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Levon.